Hello, my name is Bret Schroeder, CTO of the Americas. Today I want to talk to you about how SUSE views the digital transformation that catches so much attention in the IT and business community today. What it can enable your business to achieve, the challenges often encountered on the journey, and how SUSE is preparing to enable you to build, deploy, and operate your infrastructure and applications from the edge to the core to the cloud. Consider the what if. What if business stakeholders had up-to-the-minute insights into product and business performance, enabling them to better optimize supply chain, delivering the right products to their customers when and where they wanted it? What if developers could utilize a single application delivery platform, allowing them to stop worrying about the infrastructure and operational policy requirements, and instead focusing on requirements and enabling them to respond to business opportunities faster and more aligned to their customers' needs? And what if IT operators could focus on new deployment strategies that ultimately enhance their customers' experience and less time on lifecycle and policy management? Ultimately, this results in your customers looking at you differently, but to make these what ifs a reality, you'll need to elevate your game. When we think about a digital transformation, the opportunity you have before you is more exciting and capable than ever. Each of you is climbing your own mountain, identifying your path to transform. How to delight customers more than ever before, how to disrupt your competitors, or at least ensure competitors aren't going to disrupt you. The key technology trends each of you have surely heard about enable many new use cases and end user experiences. We have unprecedented access to data for analytics and machine learning, with the ability to not only process, but interpret these vast amounts of data in real time. New classes of infrastructure and devices across all domains of computing ecosystem, bringing new experiences to consumers and businesses alike. And programming models enabling applications to be developed faster and delivered farther than ever before. As exciting as this is, my conversations with customers tell another side of the story, that the challenges are weighing on your ability to utilize and realize the full value of the capabilities. Technology should be making things simpler, and yet we now have more deployment models to consider and manage than ever before. Bare metal continues to exist, virtual machines grow, and now containers and microservices are emerging. New endpoints, the cloud. You can see the diversity just never stops. This diversity leads to other challenges, hundreds and thousands of instances brought on by microservices and the configuration volatility that comes with it. Everyone remembers the introduction of virtual machines 15 years ago, the virtual machine sprawl created. Now imagine that tenfold over. The challenge is caused by uncontrolled data growth. The dream, if only I had access to enough of the right data to make better decisions. And the reality, I'm drowning in data. How do I make use of all this? And as with every technology transition, critical security challenges emerge. For one, containers create new concerns. Do my current security practices cover containers and container networking? Do I have clear visibility into the source of the container? Is it trusted? How do I ensure continued compliance of thousands or tens of thousands of containers? And in IoT, how in the world do I secure all these things, the data they generate and push into my IT ecosystem? I want to dive more deeply into the implementation of these trends and how our evolving portfolio can be a true enabler. Let's look at the evolving ecosystem associated with the digital transformation. These are discrete infrastructure domains today: the traditional data center, which I refer to as core; public cloud computing, where the business has less responsibility for control or no control over the infrastructure; and edge, which places resources at or near the point of where the application interacts with the consumer in real time. You can't read an article today that doesn't somehow predict the domination of one or another computing model. Depending upon who you listen to, it may seem like everything has moved to the public cloud, or that the clouds are draining and everything will run to the edge. And in either case, it's unclear if any corporate data centers continue to exist. However, when we look past the hype, The very real reality is that all of these exist and will continue to exist, likely through the careers of everyone in this room. The challenge is that each domain has grown up with its own technologies designed optimally for the use cases that the early adopters deployed, and within the bounds of what the technology could do. The result is 3 very real silos, with some small threads of commonality and portability. This creates a challenge to being a hero to customers, to realizing the full potential of the what if. There may be a new application that benefits from the very dynamic capability or dynamic capacity, agility of the cloud, yet the massive data store it relies upon is anchored in the core, and anchored there for a very valid business reason. Or a business has an exciting experience they want to deliver to their customers around the globe, yet the latency delivered from a public cloud results in inconsistent experience. To achieve the what ifs, to be your customers' heroes, we need an ecosystem that is unencumbered by these boundaries and computing models. We need to be able to design, deploy, and traverse seamlessly across the edge, the core, and the cloud. Whether designing these as a vendor or deploying them as a user, there are a few critical tenets that apply. Let's start with the software-defined infrastructure, because just as constructing a building, if the foundation is unstable, the entire structure is unstable. A consistent platform, edge to core to cloud. Portability, as well as IT operations and developer efficiency, begin here. Consistency in the operating environment, available storage interfaces, and networking and security paradigms truly enable applications to be developed with less regard to the target deployment location and retain the ability to develop, test, and deploy based wholly on the best business and application fit. Ideally, this doesn't dictate what the architecture is. Bare metal, virtual machines, containers, etc. shouldn't matter. They are each supported regardless of the location. Enterprise resiliency and scale. This must also transcend edge to core to cloud. Why? Why not just choose some free solution at the edge? Do you really want an unproven, unreliable system running a retail store on Black Friday? Or controlling your autonomous vehicle when a child's ball rolls across in front of you? I don't think so. Customers need consistent expectations for business-critical resiliency, as well as the ability to scale up and down, from a single Raspberry Pi device to an HPC supercomputer, one platform, one source base. And deployment and lifecycle management. From the IT operations team to the agile developers, the ability to minimize the tools, have access to APIs that are, again, consistent across the enterprise deployment landscape is critical to productivity, portability, and agility. Now onto the application delivery platform. A seamless application delivery platform enabling both traditional to cloud-native computing and tool choices that fit the business requirements. As we already established, you need a delivery platform that doesn't lock developers into a single application environment or architecture. Developers should be able to deploy to virtual machines or containers from a single interface point. They should be able to choose the language that fits the problem, whether developing an AI model, programming an IT device, or building new enterprise applications. And centrally managed from edge to core to cloud, being able to deploy from anywhere to anywhere. Okay, now we understand the domains and the requirements. How can SUSE help you implement this? Our portfolio has evolved far beyond that of Linux as the only product. We now think of our portfolio with a vision, enabling businesses to innovate and execute their transformation when, where, and how they need in support of their customers. Let's look at how SUSE can help you on your journey. SUSE has a broad portfolio to begin addressing your challenges. SUSE has been successful in delivering an enterprise-grade Linux for over 25 years. It's only natural for us to expand to cover the entire ecosystem of needs for both software-defined infrastructure and application delivery. At the infrastructure, we start with SLES, With the release of SLE 15, we introduced the concept of the multimodal operating system optimized to host containerized applications as well as traditional workloads. This enables you to deploy cloud-native and traditional workloads in a consistent way on a single code base, regardless of location or platform, physical or virtual, local or in the cloud. In software-defined storage, Ceph provides a great foundation to create our SUSE enterprise storage solution. Analysts view it as the highest rated open source solution, and applied to the tenets of edge to core to cloud, it provides a single interface point for block, file, and object storage, minimizing the need for numerous products. And SES can be deployed on-prem or in the public cloud, again ensuring end-to-end consistency. As the software-defined networking space evolves, we are currently taking an open integration approach, supporting numerous open source and proprietary networking solutions. Going hand in hand with the infrastructure itself, you need a scalable domain-independent management solution. With SUSE Manager, we provide the ability to simplify installation, operation, and ongoing maintenance of your environment. And as you would now expect, from the edge to the core to the cloud, from a single interface point. To top off the software-defined infrastructure, SUSE OpenStack Cloud provides a full private cloud ecosystem, making it easy to deploy, manage, and operate a complete software-defined infrastructure from a consolidated point of operations. If you hear in the market that OpenStack is dead, don't believe it for a moment. OpenStack may not get the headlines it once did, but that's more a function of its growing maturity rather than its shrinking importance. The community and SUSE engineering teams have made significant strides in the resiliency and ease of deployment of SOC, and you should be confident in deploying it where appropriate. So you have the choice of the scope of the portfolio to utilize in creating your software-defined infrastructure, building and managing it at the element layer, or the full private cloud experience with SUSE OpenStack Cloud. Looking at our application delivery platform, we have a solution that really embodies the tenets outlined earlier, enabling you to manage deployment of traditional as well as cloud-native applications across both on-premise as well as public cloud infrastructure. A couple of key differentiations to include: not having an all-or-nothing mentality, enabling you to deploy just the CAS platform, the combined CAS and CAP solution, or just CAP on any number of public cloud container platforms. Combining this deployment flexibility with CAP's ability to deliver a unified interface through the Stratus management console allows you to manage multiple CAP deployments across clouds and on-premise, bringing you a true multi-cloud hybrid cloud deployment model. Our solution provides more flexibility and a wider range of deployment options than the majority of options on the market, making SUSE a great choice to partner with as you begin to explore containerizing applications in a more agile, DevOps-oriented application delivery and lifecycle management process. And all of our solutions are backed by SUSE support, ensuring peace of mind with a global partner that is always on, experienced, and treats you like family. We also provide a breadth of services solutions that, when combined with the portfolio, completes the vision of enabling customers. As I visit with customers of all sizes and background, a key theme emerges in our discussions. They don't want to be an open source expert themselves, but are looking for a partner with open source expertise to collaborate with on architecture, deployment, and operations. Essentially, their open source trusted advisor. Some key areas to accelerate your adoption of new technologies or extend to new areas. SUSE Consulting, which includes workshops, architecture sessions, and implementation that provides quick value realization. These can be considered traditional professional services engagement. SUSE Select Services, package service bundle, providing you the consulting and high-touch support needed to introduce disruptive technologies such as SUSE Enterprise Storage or SUSE OpenStack Cloud. And SUSE Premium Support Services, package support bundles that provide a dedicated support engineer and dedicated customer success manager for minimal business disruption and maximum uptime. I want to spend just a moment on key development areas for SUSE in 2019. And I won't be going into detail here, but this gives you a glimpse of key areas SUSE is focused on for the future needs of our customers going forward. Containerization applies on two dimensions. One is continuing to expand the functional capabilities of the portfolio to support and deliver container solutions in step with the open source community. It also applies to how we develop our products, in that we continue to containerize individual products to make them lighter, faster, and more agile. Manageability will be a key element to the portfolio going forward. This is critical to how you integrate and operate your environment and is therefore one of the most critical aspects. Specific focus areas of management will include continuing improvement in ease of consumption, making it easier and faster time to value of everything in our portfolio, and automation. Automation is how we deliver the what if for the IT operator of removing repetitive tasks and enabling them to focus on new business opportunities. Formalizing and driving a more aggressive developer program, getting developers in our camp and to gain broader ISV support. In the spirit of openness and recognizing every customer's ecosystem is typically heterogeneous, SUSE works with a broad set of technology, service, and integration partners across the globe, ensuring that our solutions support the full range of applications and infrastructure necessary to build operational, transformative solutions. These partners represent key functional areas, including OEMs for the infrastructure, CSPs at both the global solution level and more specialized regional providers, ISVs, and global service integrators. When I discuss our relationship with these vendors, they agree SUSE is the best partner for them given the extent of the complementary portfolio and the ease it is to do business with us. So you are on your digital transformation journey. You have business value goals to deliver new solutions to your customers, to drive greater efficiency and increase agility more than ever before. When you are looking for your trusted advisor in architecting, deploying, and operating open source solutions, SUSE's portfolio and services are here to help you elevate your game.